In front of you are two of the most popular budget electric pit bikes on the market right now. They're similar in size, price, and target audience. But how do they compare in the real world? Now, I've enlisted the help of my best buddy, Brandon, to test these bikes head to head and answer the question, which budget pit bike should you buy?
Probably the white one.
Okay, so before we ride, let's first talk about ergonomics. Sitting on the Tuttio, the first thing you definitely realize is that this thing is made for kids. I'm 5'11", and this thing feels pretty small. The bars are super narrow, the levers are pretty dang close to the bars, and they're sort of short. Even the throttle, the screen is almost too close to the throttle tube, and it's super short, so I get my hand caught in this. I noticed this in my review video. Also to note, the pegs, while they're all right, they sit super high, so your knees are pretty dang close to the bars. One thing that's noticeable is the seat is pretty long and wide. It's actually pretty comfortable. There's a decent amount of foam, so it's not too hard on the bottom.
Like you said before, the pegs are pretty high, so your knees are kind of tucked up, but the seat definitely is a little more comfortable than the RTR. It's a little more softer, a little wider for us big bottom boys, you know.
Now, sitting down on the RTR Lite, this thing definitely has a more pit bike 110 style feel. The bars are a lot wider, the levers sit exactly where I feel like they should sit, the pegs don't feel quite as high, and if you are a taller rider, you can actually move them down in one of these notches here, so it'll sit even lower. As far as the seat goes, it feels like a Stark bar. It's not very comfortable, it's super firm, there's not a lot of room on here, but it's meant to be that way because this is a track, trail type of bike. And the other huge thing is the throttle. So there's no display here, so you have the full movement of the throttle. You're not gonna get your hand caught up on anything like on the Tuttio.
Yeah, seat's definitely less comfortable, but foot position feels a lot better. Arm position feels a lot better. It's more comfortable in the upper end, but definitely you're gonna have a sore butt like I did last time.
Last up are displays. Both of them are pretty simple. RTR display shows miles per hour, trip meter, as well as your battery percentage. I like the placement of this much more. Tuttio display is much smaller. Again, your hand gets kind of caught in the display here, but it also shows miles per hour, trip meter, and battery percentage. It doesn't show exact battery percentage though, it's just 4 bars. All right, so we addressed how they feel sitting still, but let's actually ride these things. All right, so just cruising on the RTR Lite, I can tell you off the bat, this thing's suspension is a lot stiffer than the Tuttio. Even though it isn't the adjustable suspension that the standard RTR has, it is stiffer than the Tuttio. But cruising on it, you can tell immediately you have no lack of power. The seat is definitely stiff. I also swapped over my thrill seeker seat cover seat on this, so it's honestly even worse on the butt, but it helps grip you to the seat way better. So cruising wise, it's comfortable, but after a long day of riding, your butt is definitely gonna be sore on this thing.
It's not bad. I mean, other than that weird wobbling stuff at the front.
Yeah, in my review video, I don't know, something's up with this front caliper. It's like wobbling almost. But hopping on the Tuttio, you notice immediately it's not nearly as powerful. However, the seat is way more comfortable. I do feel a little more scrunched up on this bike. Like, look how high my knees are sitting on the pegs. Like, they're almost, if the bars were any lower, I'd be hitting my knees turning. But it is a comfortable bike. I feel like riding this for long periods of time, it's definitely going to be more comfortable.
It's definitely more powerful. That's definitely more tame and laid back.
What about the seat and seating position?
Where your legs are, way better.
But we're talking dirt bikes. Who cares about comfort? Let's talk about power. The Tuttio sports a 48 volt 20 amp hour battery. The RTR Lite sports a 60 volt 20 amp hour battery. So 48 versus 60, same amp hours. The motor on the Tuttio is a 2000 watt direct drive. The motor on the RTR Lite is a 5000 watt direct drive. So we're just going to test this in sport because why would we test it anywhere else? But I'm 165 pounds. Brandon is
170.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Brandon can't handle the power, but he easily pulls away from me. This thing does not have a ton of torque off the line, and it shows. Yeah, so the Tuttio in a vacuum doesn't feel like a horrible bike, but when you take it and compare it to something like the RTR Lite, it just feels like you're bringing a knife to a gunfight. It's just a big difference. And then notice the power delivery, overall torque, off the line, and even top speed. 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, come on, dude. In the absolute dust. And we'll cruise right up to, we're already past the top speed of the Tuttio. Now we're up to 45 on the RTR Lite. All right, so we're gonna go test these things off-road next. And Brandon's inspecting the front wheel because the wheel of the rotor on the Tuttio might be bent. And that brings me to another point while we're on the way to test off-road is quality. So you notice an enormous difference in quality between a $2,200 bike and a $1,400 bike. It's a difference of about $800, but the leaps in quality are monumental. The off-road test. Last time we took Brandon here, he did not have a great time, but we're gonna compare these head-to-head off-road. Here, you wanna swap? And then we'll swap back again. In my test video on the Tuttio, oh God, we didn't go on this trail, but I did find the suspension to be super bouncy Oh, this is what we came up. It's super bouncy. It's not the most forgiving suspension in the world. And a concern with that off-road is it bounces you and it can kind of throw you off your trajectory. So like, oh my God. It literally, it's bouncing me up off the seat. It feels like a freaking pogo stick. The one on the left side. Whoa. Trials. Yeah, I mean, this thing is just like, I feel like I can freaking bunny hop it. It's so bouncy. Oh, every time. Oh. You felt the RTR off-road. Now I'm gonna bless you with seeing how this Tuttio feels.
Yeah, when we're going up.
You ready? These aren't exactly the most pitter-friendly trails, but look at this. I mean, this is crazy, dude. You can feel this thing just is way stiffer, dude. And we'll see in the jump test in a second how much stiffer. But she still crawls right up this.
Not the most trail capable.
What about this one?
I mean, you're dealing with small bikes, so they're only going to be so good.
That's exactly what I said. These aren't exactly the best, most pitter-friendly trails, but I still think this one shines far above this. All right, so I'm back on the Tuttio. Time for the jump test. The biggest thing I do realize, though, the seat is way more comfortable, but everything else about it is not more comfortable. Oh my God, foot came off. Oh, how's that fly?
Great.
So much more confidence inspiring. Woo! And this just flies so well, so well. And this isn't even the top of the line suspension. That thing's bottoming, dude. Tell me your thoughts and then I'll tell you mine.
Honestly, not as bad as I expected it to be.
Really?
Not as good as that.
I feel like when I come up the lip on that thing, the suspension compresses so much that when you come up the lip, it like pogo sticks you, dude. It's so unpredictable. And then same with landing. You land and you're like boing.
It didn't feel that bad. I mean, it's not great by any means. But
I mean, that's good. I guess Brandon likes it more than I do as far as jumping goes, but I mean, this bike is just so much more fun though. Just so much more confidence inspiring. All right, so jumps. Let's go to the most important test of them all. What is that, Brandon? What's the most important test of them all? What matters the most about these bikes? Yes, he gets it now. Let's go wheelie test it. That's right, the most important test of them all, the wheelie test. Sorry, Brandon, you might have to sit this one out. Okay, so we're gonna wheelie both of them. I will say both of these bikes can wheelie, so there's no excuses being made for either of them. If you get either of these bikes, you can wheelie them, but let's start with the Tuttio. So the Tuttio does not have nearly as much power. The brakes are okay, not amazing for drop back, but you have to wheelie this bike starting a lot slower. So we'll go like 5 to 10, like we're going 10 right now. Oh, we got it up. It's really, I mean, not bad to wheelie. You can wheelie it for sure. It just doesn't have as much power. So if you get down to like 2 o'clock, you're not going to be able to chase the wheelie. So if it's up at balance point and then up, you don't have the power to chase out the wheelie. So you got to really start it going slow speed, bounce the front forks, throw your weight back at the same time. But once you're in the wheelie, it is rather forgiving once you're at balance point. So I'd never worry about giving this thing too much throttle. Like I can be at balance point and give it full throttle. I'm not really worried about it looping. As far as circles go, it'll circle okay, but ultimately it's just the power isn't crazy. Can you wheelie it? Yes, I think it's going to be very much a slow wheelie bike. The brakes are okay, you can use them to wheelie, but let's hop on the real beast, which is the RTR Lite. You guys already know this thing can wheelie like a beast. It's got immediate torque. As far as circle wheelies go, great for circle wheelies. I think Electron Co improved the brakes on the RTR Lite and all the new RTR models, so the brakes are a lot better. I didn't used to like them that much, but I'm starting to enjoy them much more on this Lite. But this thing, you can just wheelie so much easier. Now, if you're a noob learning to wheelie, you have to be a little more careful because this thing does have power to make you go a little too far back. But as far as learning wheelies, doing combos, even on these dirt wheels and tires, she wheelies, dude. Feels super similar to the RTR, the standard RTR. And it's just got torque all day to wheelie. Like, you don't have to go nearly as slow. Like we're going 20, pulls right up. Pulls right up. And the brakes are good. It just feels so much better. Yeah, guys, night and day difference. This thing is so much better to wheelie. All right, so we got Brandon on the Tuttio. He's gonna try and practice a couple wheelies. This is a wheelie noob. He doesn't know how to wheelie, so just cover your rear brake. Do that again, but get it higher and just try and hold it in place. That's like where balance point is. There you go. So this bike might be better for someone like Brandon just learning because it's a little less power, but you could always just put the RTR in a lower power mode to learn. Woohoo!
It already feels so much better.
Does it?
Yeah.
Wheelie's already looking better. Let's gather our final thoughts in the garage. What do you say? So our final thoughts. The RTR Lite checks pretty much every single box. It obviously costs more than this Tuttio, but you're getting so much more bike. The RTR Lite costs $2,200, cheaper with code ConnorG. The Tuttio costs $1,399, also cheaper with code ConnorG. But the $800 difference feels like a $2,000 difference. You get so much more power out of this. You get so much more range. Aesthetically, I think it looks way better. As far as wheelies go, they can both wheelie, but this has more power, so it's inevitably gonna be better for wheelies. Suspension, no comparison at all. I personally think this suspension sucks. Brandon didn't mind it as much. RTR Lite suspension is worlds better.
Yeah, if you're stuck between one of these two, there's an obvious choice. If you don't have the money for this, just save it. It's totally worth it every time. I wouldn't doubt it, even though that's not a bad choice, but there's an obvious better choice here.
Yeah, and I don't want to pretend like $800 isn't a lot of money because it obviously is. But truly, I would rather just try and scrape and save as much additional money as I could to get the RTR Lite, because then you also open up the door for all of the power upgrades that eventually you could also save for if you want to get a bigger battery, a better motor, a better controller, supermoto wheels. It's just really good aftermarket support. And I also want to mention that this company, Electron Company, is based in California. So they're a US-based company. They have incredible customer service. They help you with anything you need. Whereas Tuttio, I don't know how their customer service is, but they are based in China, so it's just something to consider.
And another thing to note, right out of the box, we haven't rode this thing much. I know you haven't rode it much. Front rotor's warped or something's going on with it. It's wobbling around. It's pushing the brake caliper around. So right there's another thing. You get a lot better quality control, I think, with the ETM.
Yeah, and I mean, they both do come out of China. We're also going to be straight up about that. Like the RTR, even though it's a US-based company, comes from China, but there's a lot more quality control that goes into it. Electron Co. obviously did all the R&D to build this bike, so I think it's just a far better option. If all you have is $1,400 and you want a bike so damn bad, yeah, the Tuttio is an option, but I just think if you're thinking long-term, the RTR Lite beats it in literally every single way. The only place it doesn't beat it is in price, but even then, you're looking at a sub $2,300 bike that literally is just as fast as a Sur-Ron for half the price.
Just a smaller bike, though.
Yeah, but we love pit bikes. So, as always, guys, if you have any questions, definitely leave them down below in the comments. I would pick this bike all day. There's no contest whatsoever, but I know these bikes are super similar in terms of price, size, and so on, so I did want to compare them for y'all. But, as always, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want either of these bikes, do use code ConnorG at checkout to save, and it'll help benefit the channel. But, as always, guys, I'll see you very, very soon. Road to 100K, please sub. Peace.